Welcome to Harvey's Weekly Football Show. How are you doing tonight, Harvey?
I'm doing okay.
I'm good, man, blessed. And to listen to Harvey's Weekly Football Show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you go to nighthawk-radio.com. We are on Nighthawk Radio. We have a lot of great shows on Nighthawk Radio. We're also on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube Music, YouTube, and Rumble. All one word, Nighthawk Radio. Harvey, I'm glad to have you part of the Nighthawk Radio family. I'm glad to have everybody that's listening. Everybody that listens is part of the Nighthawk Radio family as well. And yeah, definitely give us a subscription on YouTube. Give us a like on Facebook. Check out our website. We have the latest episodes of everybody's favorite show that you can check out and watch that on the website as well. So Harvey, how well did we do in football last week, brother?
Well, in college, we both went 11-4, and you're ahead of me right now by 2 wins. And the NFL, I went 6-3, and you went 8-1, which is that's pretty good in the NFL. And we're both 12-6, so doing
You
very
went
well
eight
right
and one, brother.
now.
You went 8-1.
You went 8-1. I went six and
Oh
three.
wow, I went
Yeah,
8-1.
you did
Wow,
good.
that's a good week, brother. And
Yeah.
I know both of us are coming off wins of fantasy football as well. And what did you think of the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys overtime game, man? That was probably the game of the week, in my opinion. What about you? Do you think that's the
Was
game of
a
the week?
good, it was a good game of the week, and I thought Dallas pulled it out. I thought they would win in regulation, but Dallas was scoring. That New York's not really that bad. They about well matched, but I think Dallas's defense has got to get a lot better if they want to win more.
Didn't Russell Wilson throw for 400 some yards, man?
Yeah, he was pretty good. So it
He put
was
up a lot of
interesting.
fantasy points, brother.
Yeah, yeah,
He
real
did,
well.
man. He did. He put up a lot of fantasy points, and so did
Yeah,
a lot of the
yeah.
Giants wide receivers. Dallas has got to get that defense fixed for sure. And they have a little bit. They signed Javion Clowney. He had 5 sacks last year with the Carolina Panthers. He's a three-time Pro Bowler. He's a decent pass rusher. He was elite pass rusher in his prime years. He's 32, but he's a decent piece to add to their defense. And well, the way their defense is, anything will help.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. And Harvey, we every Sunday we have a show called Unfiltered Nation that comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah,
People need to check that show out.
yeah. I like it.
Yep, I like doing it too, brother. All right, you ready to get in some NFL football, brother?
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, man. And this is like take number five.
Yeah,
I keep messing up on the intro, but I got it fixed.
we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yes, sir. We got the Miami Dolphins this Thursday night football 0-2, traveling to Buffalo, take on the 2-0 Buffalo Bills. 8:15 p.m. on Prime Video. Buffalo is 11.5 point favorites. I think it's a good week to have Josh Allen in fantasy, man, and I'm going Buffalo easy. Who you going with, Harvey?
That's a safe pick. Dolphins did pretty good last week, but they're in the world of hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
they did pretty good in fantasy with three other players, but I don't know that Bills is tough. Bills is tough with Josh Allen.
definitely Harvey. So we got Green Bay 2-0, traveling to Cleveland 0-2, 1 p.m. on Fox. Green Bay is 7.5 point favorites. I would actually put them at more than the 7.5 points. I'm going with the Packers by a million. Who you going with, Harvey?
I will definitely pick the Packers,
By a million?
and they're thinking the Packers is going to be maybe one of the teams to beat in the NFC.
They're looking like it, man. They're looking pretty
Yeah,
good. All right, man. We got the Steelers 1-1 traveling to the Patriots 1-1, 1 p.m. on CBS. Pittsburgh is 1.5 point favorites. This is what you call a pick'em game, man. This is a pretty good game, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to lead the Steelers 2-1. I'm going with the Steelers. Who you going with, Harvey?
I am too. I really don't know. For me, Patriots is rebuilding. I
They're
don't see
coming
how
off a
it's a
win
pick
against
'em game.
Miami, though.
I think the Steelers win by more than what they're giving.
They're coming off a win against Miami in Miami, though.
Yeah,
New England is.
yeah.
All right, man. We got the Texans 0-2, man. They need a win. Playing against the Jaguars 1-1, 1 p.m. on CBS. Jacksonville is 1.5 point favorites. I don't know how they're favorites. I'm going to give Houston their first win. I'm going with the Texans. So you going with Harvey?
I'm gonna pick the Jaguars. Texas looked pretty good Sunday. I mean, even though they lost, they was in the game. They looked pretty good, but they would be even better if they had Joe Mixon. Without Joe Mixon, that's very hard. So I'll pick the Jaguars.
This could be our game of the week right here, man. We got the Rams 2-0 traveling to Philadelphia 2-0, 1 p.m. on Fox. Philadelphia's 3.5 point favorites. I tell you what, man, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Who you going with, Harv?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. To be the man, you got to beat the man, and the Eagles is still the man.
Yep. All right, man. This is another good game. Two playoff teams from last year. We got the 1-1 Broncos playing the 2-0, traveling to the 2-0 LA Chargers, 4:05 p.m. on CBS. The Chargers are 2.5 point favorites. We got a lot of decent matchups this week.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers
Chargers.
going to 3-0. Who you going with, Harvey?
I am too. I think the Chargers are very good.
This is supposed to be a decent game too, man. We got the 1-1 Dallas Cowboys traveling to the 0-2 Chicago Bears, 4:25 p.m. on Fox. Dallas is 1.5 point favorites. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too.
All right, man. This is an interesting game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs 0-2 traveling to the 0-2 Giants, 8:20 p.m. on NBC. Kansas City is 6.5 point favorites. I I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm gonna give them their first win. Who you going with,
I'm
Harv?
gonna go with the Chiefs too. But I tell you what, it'd be pretty bad if they lost this game to go 0-3. You know,
You're right.
so I'll pick them to win though.
This could be the game of the week right here in the NFL. Monday night, man. Prime time football.
Yeah,
We got the Lions 1-1 traveling to the 1-1 Baltimore Ravens, 8:15 p.m. on ABC and ESPN, ESPN Plus. Baltimore's 4.5 point favorites. Man, uh, I'm going.
yeah.
I don't know who to pick, man. I honestly don't know who to pick. The Lions looked good last week.
They lied about the team to beat last week.
I'm going with the Lions. Who you going with, Harvey?
That's who I'm going with too. I mean, this had been a good game.
That's a hard one to pick. But
Yeah,
Harvey, I know you're a little under the weather, so man, I just want to say I appreciate you doing the show with me every week, man. Even even though you're under the weather, you're still here, man. So I
yeah,
appreciate it. Definitely, man. I appreciate you. But you're
yeah.
right, man. That's a tough game. That's a
That that
tough one
that
to
is
pick.
that could be the game of the year.
Game of the year. I would say the game of the year so far is that Dallas game was good. I don't know. Either that or Baltimore and Buffalo.
Yeah.
That Dallas game was really good though. Back and forth game, offensive battle. It's either of them two games so far, in my opinion.
What do you think
All right,
about the
man.
Bengals?
I think they're done.
That guy did pretty good, but that's I'd say it'll be. We'll see.
No, they're done. Joe Burrow's out for 3 months. They're terrible. They're gonna be terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, all right, man. We got the Iowa Hawkeyes traveling to
Yeah.
3-0 Rutgers, 8 p.m. Friday night on Fox. Iowa is 2.5 point favorites. Um, I'm going with the Hawkeyes. So you going with her?
It'll be an interesting game. You're going with Iowa. I believe I'll pick Rutgers.
Pull off the upset? That'll kind of be an
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
I actually like Iowa more than 2.5 points. Actually, This is a good
Yeah,
game right here, man. We got number 17 Texas Tech 3-0 traveling to number 16 Utah 3-0, 12 p.m. on Fox. Utah's 3.5 point favorites.
yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna go with Utah. Who you
This
going
is
for?
this is a it's good to be it could be the game of the week, but I think there's another down there might be the game of the week before that one. So I'm gonna pick Utah too.
I like this game right here. We got SMU 2-1 traveling to TCU 2-0, 12 p.m. on ESPN2. TCU is 6.5 point favorites. I'm gonna go with TCU. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with TCU.
Yep. I think I know what game you're talking about. It's going to be the game
Yeah,
of the week. All right, man. This is not the game of the week, but this is a rivalry. We got Oregon State Beavers 0-3, challenge number 6, Oregon 3-0, 3 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Oregon is 34.5 point favorites. Wow.
it would be a monumental upset. 30 something
Yeah,
point favorite. I think
yeah,
we both.
I'm
I
going
think we
with the
both
Oregon
gonna go with
Ducks.
Oregon.
I'm going with the Oregon Ducks. Who you going
Oh
for?
sure.
You're going with Oregon as well? Okay.
Oh yeah.
I just want to make sure. I figured, but
Yeah.
all right. We got number 22 Auburn traveling to number 11 Oklahoma. Both teams are 3-0. Primetime ABC 3:30 p.m. Oklahoma's 6.5 point favorites. So Auburn's better than what people thought they was, and which I
Auburn's
don't see,
better.
which I don't see Kentucky winning an SEC game this year. Because Vanderbilt looked good too. But I'm gonna go with Oklahoma easy. Who you going with, Auburn?
I'll pick Oklahoma too.
All right, we got Michigan 2-1 traveling to Nebraska 3-0, and Michigan's ranked number 21. 3:30 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Plus. Michigan's 2.5 point favorites. I like Nebraska, man. I'm going with Nebraska.
I
Who you going with, Harvey?
pick Nebraska.
Okay. All right, man. We got North Carolina 2-1 traveling to 2-0. UCF 3:30 p.m. on Fox. UCF 6.5 point favorites. I'm going with UCF. Who you going with, Harvey?
I, I'm gonna go with UCF too.
All right, man. I'm sorry, Bill Belichick.
That's all
Ah,
right.
he'll be okay. He's got a
Oh
hot
yeah.
24-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's got a 24-year-old girlfriend. He's doing okay. All right, man. We got 3-0 NC State traveling to 1-2 Duke 4 p.m. on ESPN2. Duke is 3.5 point favorites. I don't know how. I'm going with NC State.
I don't know how Duke got beat by Tulane. I don't know how Duke could be the favorite. I'm gonna go with NC State.
All right, man. We got West Virginia 2-1 traveling to Kansas 2-1 6 p.m. on FS1. Kansas is 13.5 point favorites. I'm not sure how they're 13.5 point favorites,
I don't
but
either.
I'm going with Kansas either way.
I will too.
Have you seen West Virginia play this year? I've not. Not even gonna lie to you. So that might be why. Maybe they ain't good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's go to the biggest disappointment in college football this year. Florida 1-2, traveling to number 4 Miami 7:30 p.m. Sorry, on ABC. Miami 7.5 point favorites. I'm gonna go with Miami. Who you going with, Harvey?
I don't think Miami. I think seven and a half point favorites.
Yeah,
I think they'll win more than that. I think
yeah.
you know what? This could be one of the teams to beat this year.
You
We
could be
we got
right,
our
man.
respect.
Yep. Now we're
Well,
pick. Now we're picking the game of the week, brother. Number
yeah,
9 Illinois 3-0, traveling to number 19 Indiana 3-0, 7:30 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. And Indiana is 5.5 point favorites. Um, I'm gonna go with Illinois. Who you going with, Harvey?
we'll go. All right, I'm gonna pick Indiana. Indiana put their hurt on somebody last week. I don't know who it was, but Illinois is very good too. So this is my game of the week. I think it's a rivalry game. I will pick Indiana.
All right, we got Washington 2-0, traveling to Washington State 2-1, 7:30 p.m. on CBS. Washington is 20.5 point favorites. I'm going with Washington. Who you going with, Harvey?
I agree with you on that one.
All right, we got Arizona State 2-1 traveling to Baylor 2-1, 7:30 p.m. on Fox. Baylor's 2.5 point favorites. I'm gonna go with that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Baylor though. Who you going with, Harvey?
You go with Baylor, I'm gonna go with Arizona State.
All right. All
We'll
right, we
give a
got
few different. We'll
Yeah,
have a few different, yeah.
we got Michigan State 3-0 playing number 25 USC 3-0, 11 p.m. on Fox. Somehow USC is 17.5 point favorites. I don't see that being 17.
Mich-
I'm still going with USC though.
I will go with USC. Michigan State has come out to be a surprise, but not. But everybody thinks USC is going to be pretty tough. So they're playing like they're pretty tough. So I'll pick USC.
All right, man. We got Fresno State 3-1 traveling to Hawaii 3-1, 11:59 p.m. Fresno State's 2.5 point favorites. I'm gonna go Fresno State on the road. Who you going with, Harvey?
And I think I'll pick Fresno State too.
All right, man. I appreciate you, Harvey. Appreciate everybody listening every week. If they want to listen to us, go to nighthawk-radio.com. If you want to hear replays, go to YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, YouTube Music, Facebook. Give us a like on Facebook. Give us a subscription on YouTube. Give us a follow on Spotify. Give us a subscription on Rumble. Follow us everywhere, man. And you can subscribe to Harvey on OnlyFans. So, yeah. I appreciate everybody listening. Check out Seth's Daily Podcast every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out Awakening Radio every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And obviously, check out Harvey's Weekly Football Show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody have a good night and God bless. Always put God first. And my prayers go
That's
out to
right.
Charlie Kirk's family.
That's right. That's right.